The Grizzlies shockingly fired their head coach Taylor Jenkins on Friday, which sent Steve Nash into a cold sweat. What better test for the Grizzlies in their first game since firing their head coach than the team they might face in the first round of the playoffs? They failed. Donovan Mitchell scored 27 points in the Cavs' blowout win over the Knicks, and considering the state of both teams, Mitchell might actually be the first person in human history to be thankful his work sent him to Cleveland instead of New York. The Mavs beat the Hawks by 2 in a game that just doesn't mean what it used to. Steph Curry had 12 threes en route to 52 points in a win over the Grizzlies. Jimmy Butler had 27 points of his own, but he often found himself distracted like a kid watching all the fireworks. Commissioner Adam Silver was in attendance for OKC's win over Detroit, remarking, "Wow, I didn't even realize there's been an NBA team in here for 15 plus years." A win over the Cavs clinched Detroit's first winning season since 2016. Imagine telling that to a Pistons fan last year. They'd probably have a ton of questions like, how did they do it? Who's on the roster? Did an airstrike wipe out every single team outside of Charlotte and Washington? You know things aren't going great for the Bucks when they posted this tweet ahead of their matchup against the Suns, and I actually believed it. The Bulls beat the Raptors to clinch a spot in the play-in tournament. Bulls players were then confused when they found champagne in their locker room after the game, but they just decided to roll with it. Kobe White won Eastern Conference Player of the Month, and when you also factor in the way Josh Giddey's been playing, how Matas Buzelis is actually starting to look promising, you can actually start to picture the Bulls trending upwards in the right direction as soon as next season. I don't know, maybe they can even make the upper half of the play-in tournament. Russell Westbrook spoiling Nikola Jokic's 60-point triple-double by missing a layup and then fouling a three-pointer in the final seconds. It's like that classic movie trope of like a guy spending so many grueling hours building a construction and then a kid just walking in and tapping it and having it fall over in the span of seconds. 5 players and 2 coaches were ejected from Minnesota's win over Detroit, and I just think that is just so disgusting, and the players need to be punished immediately, specifically Dante DiVincenzo. And I think the best punishment you should have for him is to make him go back to the team he played for before the Wolves. I think that's the best course of action, and I think it's the best way to teach everyone that actions have consequences. Zaccharie Risacher had a career-high 36 points in Atlanta's win over Milwaukee. That's the reigning #1 overall pick, in case you forgot or just never knew to begin with. Dillon Brooks was ejected from Houston's win over Phoenix after getting into a shoving match with Kevin Durant. You know, if the NBA really wanted to bump up the ratings with stuff that has nothing to do with basketball, they would create a cage match featuring Dillon Brooks and Isaiah Stewart. A loss to the Heat officially eliminated Philadelphia from playoff contention. Do you think Jimmy Butler wishes he signed like a one-day contract with the Heat just so he could be the one to take the Sixers out back and just one game after dropping a 60-point triple-double, Nikola Jokic didn't play in Denver's loss to San Antonio. See, even multiple-time MVPs need a mental health day. A win over the Spurs clinched the division for the Celtics. It's just too bad that division banners are what everyone in that organization uses to wipe their ass. Subtlety is key in life. Even if you want something really badly, you have to play it cool. Play the game. Take the Wizards, for example. Yeah, they want to lose games intentionally. Totally get that. But could they do it without surrendering 162 points? They're going to ruin tanking for everyone. Josh Giddey had a crazy half-court buzzer beater to beat the Lakers, capping off a performance of 25 points, 14 rebounds, of 11 assists. Unfortunately, that's just like a bit more talent than what the Bulls are looking for nowadays, so they will trade him in the summer. That ending against the Bulls was the worst 12 seconds of LeBron's career, says young NBA fans who never watched a second of the 2011 finals.